Okay, so Ultimate Thor. Now, I am the biggest Thor whore out there. I think Thor Odin's son in the 616 is undoubtedly the best Marvel character they have. So, um, yeah, let's have a look at Thor from the Ultimate Universe. One I wasn't really too familiar with until I started reading into it more. This version of Thor, or Four Leaf Golem, aka the Ultimate Thor, is quite interesting. So let's dig into it. Okay, so it starts off with Golem, who originally was a psychiatric nurse and was going about his life as he does, being a nurse, blah blah blah. And basically, on his 30th birthday, he starts to break down, and yeah, he starts to believe that he is basically a Norse god. He is put into a mental institution. They don't believe anything about him, yet he's there for a while. But yeah, he believes he is a Norse god, and he's on a mission to save the planet and stop all wars, which is quite an interesting turn of events. Now, he gets a gig on a Europe Super Soldier Serum creation. There he meets people like Donald Blake, who in this reality is not an alternative version of Thor. He is actually Mulder, and Dr. Braddock, who is also working on the serum. Yeah. Basically, Golem, it keeps saying all this stuff that he's a Norse god, so they hook him up to a machine and find out he's telling the truth. In the end, he discovers Donald Blake is also Boulder, and Boulder tells him that Asgard is coming back and it's going to be reincarnated, but also some of the other Asgardians are still around, so let's find them and see what's going on. So, if he is Thor, he needs to have the power of Thor. So, the team decide to give equipment to him to make his power basically come back. He gets this armor that mimics the strength and creates power, but he needs a power source to hold everything. And what does Thor want? Well, he wants a hammer. So, yeah, rather than having Mjolnir, he has a hammer, which is a huge power source for him. Now, as I mentioned, other Asgardians were around. So Loki was also reincarnated. He was being held prisoner, but managed to escape with his trickery from a room with no doors. Whilst at the same time, Bruce Banner had injected himself with a flawed version of the ultimate super soldier serum and became the Hulk. Thor sees this and has enough, and joins in the fight for the first time, deciding to become the ultimate Thor. Now, throughout the run, it is retconned a bit. He runs into Odin, who restores his powers. There's slight changes by Ultimate 3. He is using basically a hammer that looks like Mjolnir. Unfortunately, the Children of Tomorrow strip him of the Odin Force, which was gifted to him by Odin, and wipe out basically all the Asgardian race except for him. Thor basically is seen pushing his son into the world tree, with the hammer, basically saving his son and the hammer, but you don't know what's happened. As a result, he's currently powerless, but what they do is they do what they did in the beginning, basically give him his armor back and his hammer, but this time it's been upgraded by Tony Stark. So he's an even stronger version of Thor, and he's been retconned twice. Unfortunately, the Ultimate Universe came to an end. Secret Wars basically joined everything together. Thor disappeared. Well, this version of Thor did. His hammer ended up in the 616 universe. Slightly different. It was kind of enchanted. Gave people the power of War Thor. There was a great storyline where Thanos and Odin's son were looking at this hammer, as Odin's son at the time had been made unworthy of Mjolnir. Really liked seeing that character. I would love to see... Well, I've heard good things about Thor in the new Ultimates universe, so definitely need to get in and read that and see what's going on. But yeah, Thor's a great character to me. Apparently this is the one the design's more based off for the Avengers, so yeah. Let me know what you thought of Ultimate Thor. Tell me what your favourite Ultimate Thor story was, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.